Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit today. This is kind of a weird one, I guess. I wanted to talk to you about the broken arm test. And all of us are afraid, right? I mean, I remember even there was this girl that I had gone to school with at dental school, and she had like been slicing tomatoes like a year after she got out, and she full on like sliced her thumb, and it was her dominant hand. And like she had so much nerve damage, she was never able to really hold an instrument again. Like she was done. And she didn't have disability insurance. So that was a big shakeup for all of us. And so we all rushed out and got disability insurance, which most of us, I don't know if it's the same way for you guys as it was for us, but I mean, these people would come in and they'd offer like super low insurance and kind of like as long as you signed up while you were in school, and they'd cover you while you were in school. But as soon as you got out, the prices went up, right? Um, and the way it works is that if you ever like don't pay, or like a lot of them aren't locked in for life, so a lot of like, I always wondered, like, do I really need this? And I ended up letting mine lapse. I mean, by accident. It was my fault. It was during COVID, and it was just like a week behind, and it just didn't happen. And then when I tried to get it back, even though I'm just as healthy, like impossible. Like the rates went up like exponentially. And they pull stuff for disability. If you guys don't know this, like from everywhere. Like nowadays with all the AI and the electronic charting and the my chart, I mean, they can misinterpret or interpret one doctor's thing for whatever. And I'll tell you my personal experience. Like I'm still kind of mad, but they have you fill out those papers when you come in about your mood and your mindset. And it was like right after I'd had a baby, and I was not in a good place. But most women aren't after they have a baby, and I wanted help, and that turned into a black mark on my personal. I mean, this was like, yeah, your whole biochemistry changes after you have a baby, and it's totally normal because her hormones are out of whack. Yeah, right. So and I didn't understand that at the time, and I didn't realize by being honest with the doctor would literally make me lose my disability indefinitely, or if I wanted it back, I had to pay something like 10x what I was paying before. And to be honest, and I tried to go back and get it again, and I tried to get long-term care, and they were like, no, because you have this. I was like, no, I don't. But anyways, that being said, that's my personal experience. So I have kind of a beef with disability insurance, and a lot of people I know who've had it, like trying to even redeem it is such a nightmare. I'm like, is it really worth the price? And then I was listening to a few podcasts over the last week, and I've started attending this seminar. It's a financial planning seminar, talking about all kind of stuff. And they started talking about, well, if you own your own business and if you have enough passive income opportunities built into your business. And I was like, yes, and yes. I've been all about that. And regular dentists can do that as well as physicians and everyone else. I mean, nowadays there's so many projects you can get into. And I have tons of content about passive income for dentists that's non-clinical and clinical. No hands needed, just your brain. I mean, I started doing this 15, 20 years ago and just started creeping up and creeping up. And now I can just take projects when I want to. Sometimes it's an hour here, hour there. I've got 2 people that contacted me. I mean, sometimes it's a matter of being. Sometimes I get attorneys that contact me, and I testify at $900 an hour, just having consultations. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do as a dentist out there that is very easy. Um, it's not that hard, and you're gonna make way more than you make in the dental office if you're a good dentist. And to be honest, having an active LinkedIn makes a huge difference. I mean, my LinkedIn, a long time ago, someone gave me a goal. They said, try to make your KPI adding 10 new LinkedIn followers a day. This is not that hard. You spend 2 minutes on LinkedIn a day. So I started doing that for years and years and years, just part of my everyday thing. I just part of, you get on, you brush your teeth, you check LinkedIn. And now my LinkedIn, I think, is what, 26, 27, 28,000 followers. I mean, I have a lot of followers. That's actually where I get a lot of my, besides LinkedIn and YouTube, I get a lot of followers from that. And I connect with a lot of people, and it's awesome because every time I go to a conference, which I don't go as much anymore, like I know people, and it's really cool. It's kind of weird being recognized. But in any case, let's go back to the whole self-insure thing. If you can get your passive income up, why do you need that disability insurance? You don't need it because you still have other stuff you can do. So why are you paying these ridiculous premiums when you don't need to? I mean, you might as well be just taking that money and right now investing it in the market. You're going to make so much more money off that, which later can help you retire early or do other things, with passive income. So I just wanted to throw that out because I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, certainly I'm going to keep my life insurance because I got that at like in my 20s, and it is ridiculously cheap. And until I'm 65, like it's good for my family. If something happens to me before 65, fabulous for my family. They're gonna do very well. So I know that sounds kind of depressing, but at least I have a peace of mind that I'm barely paying for it, and I'm pretty healthy. But if something random was to happen in the next, 14 years, my whole family is good. So that I'm not gonna let go. But the disability insurance is ridiculous. And yeah, and this course I was taking was a whole 2 hour course of all different types of insurance. And there's so much bullshit insurance out there. Like it's crazy. They went through all the different types of insurance, which ones were scams, which ones are, and they showed us how to do the math to calculate like if this is a bullshit insurance or not. Anyways, I'm not going to go over the math because that was like actuarial science and it was a lot for my brain, but I get the basics now. So if you ever want to like save a ridiculous amount of money and you could just take an hour, like look into this stuff, and there's a lot of people that talk about it. I talk about this stuff with my family now and other things, but you will find ways to save a ton of money. Just grow your passive income and consider trimming the bullshit insurance. That's all I got to say. All right. Thanks so much.